Hey guys, what we're gonna do today, normally I would come on and do makeup, but I've already got my makeup on, so we're not gonna do that. We're actually gonna talk about eyelashes, and this is just tips and tricks. These are all the products that I use. Now, does this look like a lot? Yes. Do you need this many? Probably not, but depending on what you think you want to change about your lashes, or you would like for your lashes to do this or this or this, then you can incorporate 1, 2, all, none, whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to show you what works for me. Hey! We're just going to do one eye so you can see step by step what I do for my lashes. I get a lot of compliments, surprisingly, and I never have, like, in years, because my eyelashes, as we get older, they kind of just, I don't know where they go. They're like on vacation, right? But one of the things that, of course, I do is an eyelash serum. You look right now at my lashes, it doesn't look like they're really pretty and full, but once I start putting on mascara, that's when it's like, whoa, you can really tell that I have eyelashes. So I do use, just for starters, every night, this is a lash growth serum. It's from Hello Skincare. It's called Lash Therapy. I do have this linked in my profile if you were interested for a discount as well. There's the discount code there. But that's what I do every single night. I think I've probably skipped 3 times in 8 months or 9 months. So I just use it religiously. Another thing that I do, not always, but if needed, are these Lumify drops. So if your eyes are sometimes yellow, and I'm not talking about, I mean, even from allergies and stuff, but sometimes our eyes just are dull and you really want this, what is that called? I'm not an eye doctor, but the white part, we'll use that technical term. The white part is supposed to be white, may not be as bright and white. So these Lumify drops are so good. Now, they are a little costly. I think at Walgreens they're between 15 and 20 bucks for this little thing, but this will last you a while. So guess what, if you get cringy about seeing things in eyeballs, you might want to turn your head until I tell you to come back, because I'm going to put eye drops. We're going to do everything to this left eye. We probably could do it to my right eye because it's more hooded. We'll do my right eye to make it more bright and wide awake, because this is my wonky one. This is the one in pictures I'm like smiling, I'm like this. Why does this eye do the same thing? I know, Tiffany, can you see a big difference now? Because it usually, I could tell a difference in about 3 to 4 weeks, but I could tell a huge difference in the lash therapy. I think about 8 weeks in, it was boom. I felt like it was overnight. My lashes were like Mr. Snuffleupagus. So anyway, I'm going to do the Lumify. We're going to do everything on my right wonky eye. So I'm going to do this first. So look away if this makes you, whatever. I only do 1 drop. And I try to be careful because I already got my makeup on. But I really didn't necessarily need it. I don't feel like my eyes are not, I'm not having any issues or problems or anything. They're not medicated. They are really just, they're going to give you a bright white eye. So I'm going to let that dry for just a minute, because the next few things that I do, we'll go ahead and just kind of talk about it, is I'm going to go in and use, I know, me too. That's exactly the same. I feel the same way. My lashes are back to my high school days. So I use the eye opener. This is from, I think it's from Benefit. No, it's by Tarte. It's called Awake. And I'll use this in my waterline. And then I will also do a little tight lining. I use a gel, try to get one that's waterproof, and I'll use that to tight line. I also like to use a clean spoolie. My husband is coming to mow the yard now. He's been gone mowing all day. Now he's home. So we may have to just grin and bear it. So I use a clean spoolie, and then I comb my lashes with the clean spoolie. Okay, and then I also use a lash curler. Now, some people have heated lash curlers to where they kind of look boxy, and you can put your eyelashes in it, curls them. Some people have an eyelash curler comb, like a heated comb, where you can just get it and push those up too. That works really well. Some people will also warm this up with a hairdryer, be careful because you will scald your eyeballs completely out of your sockets. So just always make sure it's cooled down because it only takes a few seconds with a hairdryer. And if you're not careful, you will crimp them puppies. I mean, they will look, they're almost like, it can go south quick. So just be careful when you use the heated ones. But now, with that said, if your eyelashes curl pretty easy, because mine do. I don't usually have a big problem. So I don't have to I don't worry about it. But that's just something if you do have a problem, because some people have those poker straight eyelashes. You want them to curl. Another thing that will help you hold a curl is a waterproof mascara. That is one that really helps hold curls. So with that said, and the mascara that I'm going to be using today is actually waterproof, and it is from Maybelline. It is the whoopsie daisy. It is the Surreal, the Falsies. I don't think it's been out too awful long, but I heard rave things about it, and I'm a fan. This is my all-time favorite. I need to do a comparison between the two. I really like this one. This is the iHeart I Love Extreme Crazy Volume. This will give you that crazy volume. Your lashes look thick. It does lengthen them some, but they look really thick. It's black. It's that dramatic eyelash look that, you just want those really pretty pow eyelashes. This is great. What I love about this is that this is, of course, claims to be waterproof, flake-proof, budge-proof, all the proofs, 100 proof. No, I'm just kidding. It's not having anything in there. But it will make your eyelashes real feathery, and it just, I feel like, lengthens them and kind of gives them a very natural, truly false eyelash look. It looks like you're wearing false eyelashes. It separates well and it lengthens them. It doesn't give you the thickness that this one does. So I've really been loving this one. I really have. And I love the fact that it's waterproof and it has fibers. My dog's sneezing. Okay, so my eyes are kind of whatever. So now we're going to go in. I can't forget to do this eye because I was planning on doing that one. So I'm going to go in with this Awake. Again, it's from Tarte. It's the eye opener. A cream. I've got some creams. Another one too. Like this one's from NYX. This is one that I usually know. It's from Golden Rose. I have no idea. I mean, you can get on Amazon and find them too, a lot cheaper. But I really like this one. Tarte was having a big sale. So just a nude, a cream. If you get white, I know a lot younger people may wear that, and that can be a little extreme if that's the look that you're going for. Knock yourself out. But if you want it to be subtle and not really be where people stare because they're wondering what's wrong with your eyes, then maybe use a nude or a cream. So this is called Awake, and I'm going to use that. Hang on, I've got a mirror right here. A curved brush. I can't remember what this one is. I think this one's straight, but we'll look at the brush in a second. So that I'm going to put this right here. So look away if this bothers you too. But I'm going to just put it right here in my lower waterline. And you can already see a difference. Now, right now, I feel like that's a little too much. But the more I blink and as I do the rest of my eye and stuff, it will kind of be, it'll settle down a little bit. Simmer down. But you can already tell, too, the whites of my eyes. I mean, between the Lumify drops, see, this is already a brighter eye. And then this right here is going to open it up with that on the waterline. The next thing I do is I go in and I tight line the top. This is going to fill in any gaps. If you have thin lashes, it will also make them appear fuller and thicker. So you need to do that. And you really want a waterproof one. But I will say this. I like to do this one first because this will sometimes bleed down, especially if it's a really creamy texture, it will bleed a lot. And some of the waterproof ones are real creamy, and then it's like, it's hard to get it off at night. But anyway, this is just one of those that, you can roll it up or down. Look away again if you don't like to see this. But I pull my eye up, and I kind of see how this right here, my eyes are super sensitive. So I'm telling the products that I use do not irritate my sensitive eyes. This is from e.l.f. It's called the No Budge Retractable Eyeliner. It's in black. I think it was $4 from Amazon. I love e.l.f. My eyes are so sensitive that if I am doing this over my eyeball, forget it. The waterworks come. I can't do it. So what I will do is I will look away from where I'm lining. So see how I move my eyeball over here? That's why I will line over here. So I have to do this. I know it looks stupid, but that's okay. And I hold my lashes up. Some people don't. Some people can go right here, but it doesn't work for me. So you do what works for you. So I will line the top, and it's really hard to do it in my phone versus a mirror. So yeah, you can tell it right there. See how it's on this side? Now some people, if they want to go all the way in, that is really good too. My eyes will not allow it. They tell me no, stop. So I pretty much stop about midway. I also kind of like it because it makes my eye a little bit more elongated. So that's the look that I enjoy anyway. So that works. So I tight line the top. Now some people will even go all the way across and almost do a right on the line mascara or eyeliner. We'll just go ahead and do that too. I don't typically do that, but you don't want it to look like you have. See how that's a sharp point? That helps. You don't want it to look like you're actually wearing an eyeliner, because you want it to look like your lash band is thick. That's the look we're going for. So once I've done that, the next thing that I do is I get a clean spoolie. And I don't even know where this came in some kind of little kit, but I love it because it's real soft. And I don't put any product. I never have any product on it, so I know it's always clean. But I will take this and I will comb my lashes. There's nothing on them, but I comb them. Because even when you get up in the mornings, even if you've washed your makeup off and everything else, they sometimes will stick together, act a fool, and we ain't got time for none of that. So I like to go ahead and separate them out. And this may seem like a lot of steps. I don't do this 100% of the time, but you pick what you want out of this and apply it to, your makeup routine. So I comb them. See right here, I've got one eyelash because my eyelashes are long. It just wants to go different directions. So I like to comb it to try to tell it where to go, and then it tells me, like my children, no, I'll do what I want to do. And then I take my curler. Sometimes I will go right to the tip first, and I will just squeeze just 1 or 2 pumps. And then I will get to the base, because I want to rock right now. I'm raw base and I can't get down. All right, so I just kind of pump and squeeze a few times. My lashes look fuller already. Okay. And now I'm going to go in. See, these lashes are already at attention. And again, this is my droopy eye. It's even worse when I'm tired. Oh my goodness. It becomes almost a lazy eye, like the rest of my body. All right, so then I kind of brush them through again, and you can already see them a little bit better. It's not a huge drastic change, but it does make these little subtle differences. It's kind of like your pennies. They all add up to the dollar, right? So now we're going to take the mascara, and again, this is the Falsies Surreal from Maybelline. We're going to take this. This is a fiber mascara, and this is a bristle brush. Now, one of the things that I really find that works the best for my eyelashes is I will coat the top first. I'll do the top down method. We'll go top down first. So I don't put a lot on. I just kind of coat right over the top of my lashes. And now we'll do it the traditional method. And I always like to look down. I'll put my mirror here. I may get a little bit on my eye. If I do, that's an easy fix too. But I like to look down because this keeps as much product on my eyelashes and less on my eyelids. But when you have long lashes, sometimes you can't help it. It's like you need a guard or something to keep your eyelids. Is my husband's phone ringing? It does make you just want to break out and have a little jam session though, doesn't it? Okay. So that's kind of one coat. And what I'm doing is I'm wiggling from the base of my lash up, and I really try to work on separating the lashes out. Okay. So that's one coat. That's one coat. Your top eyelash has a cowlick? I know. This one right here was going a little wonky too, so you try to, if it does that, the heated method for using a hairdryer on this, or even one of those heated curling, and you can get them for $15 or less off of Amazon. Those will help with those crazy wonky ones that just will not cooperate. Okay, so I'm going to go in now with a second coat. And I'm trying not to make a stupid face as I'm doing it, because it's usually like this. And I find that if you sometimes will just put on a little bit of mascara and some lip gloss, you feel put together and like you have a face on. And that is, to me, the running around kind of makeup day, you know what I mean? I do like to add a little bit of cream bronzer sometimes, but you could put a tinted moisturizer or something on and just call it good. But lashes, like I had on the, I'm going to do my lower now too. I'm going to bring this up so that if I'm looking down, I'm just putting it right onto my chubby cheeks. So I'm going to bring this up now. But when I wore, I'll put the Kiss, the Foscara. Those are good, and they will last for about a week. They're really pretty. When you wake up in the morning and you have your lashes already done, you're like, I'm ready for the day. You feel like a beauty queen waking up. So sometimes just putting a little life back into your eyelashes will really make a huge difference. Okay. Looky there. Looky there. I think that's all I've got. I know that's a long drawn out video, but the lashes are like night and day. And if I don't, if I'm not careful, I will say this too. I know this is crazy. A lot of people probably frown on it, but I've had to trim my eyelashes because there's a couple, they'll be up into my eyebrows, right? They'll be way up here, and I'm like, it bothers me. So I would have to kind of trim down, just a little bit. One last thing, if you really wanted to get extra lift and that kind of stuff, after you do your mascara and it has dried a little bit, you can go back in and do a little bit of curl on it as well, and kind of curl it, and it will really hold after having that mascara on it. But I don't typically do that because I'm not impatient. I'm not patient enough to wait for it to dry, and then it'll get stuck on here, and then you're like pulling, and you don't want to pull lashes out. So but again, it's up to you. Yeah, they'll touch the sunglasses and everything too. I just feel like they are straight up Mr. Snuffleupagus. I'm like, ugh. And that's a good problem to have, right? Everybody's like, I would love to have lashes. Me too, and I love having them, but every once in a while I'm like, they might be just a little too long. But anyway, so there we go. That is ways to kind of go in and Whatever tip and trick that I've done or product that I've shown, if you have questions on it, you can always send me a direct message or put questions down here and I'm happy to answer them. But those are the ways that I do to make my lashes to be as much full effect as I can get for them. So thank you for watching.